The year is 2000. Natchez resident Matthew Hall misses an Ole Miss home game against UNLV because he has to be at school for middle school basketball tryouts. Since then, he's made it to every home contest in Oxford, and last night was a special milestone. It was his 100th straight home game. Despite all the things that have changed in the last 15 years, Matthew Hall's streak of home games have all started at this tailgating spot in the Grove.
But we've tailgated next to that tree right there for long time.
At one point when he was in college, Matthew's roommate asked him how many games he'd been to in a row. Back then, the streak was in the mid-50s. His roommate encouraged him to go a little further.
And he said, well, man, you should shoot for 100. And I was like, oh my God, 100 sounds kind of unrealistic because you know you're getting out of college and you're going to go to work, and I didn't know where I was going to go to work. So when I realized I was going back to work in Natchez, kind of said, well, we can make this happen.
The streak began with the last 2 games of the 2000 season with his dad, David. But before the 2001 season started, his dad passed away.
And then my mom picked it up and said, well, I don't want him to miss out on all that. And so she's the real MVP of all of it. I couldn't have gone to games from 2001 to 2000 before I went to college in 06 without her, because I couldn't drive. So she drove me up here.
But his mom didn't make it to see 100 games in a row. Christina passed away last year. This spot and this group is named Christina's Crew in her honor. Since her passing, Matthew, who's married with a 4-month-old daughter, has continued the family tradition.
It was stressful. I mean, we sent out emails at the beginning of the week on who's bringing what, and I'm the logistics guy, making sure the tents are in the right spot, and I want to be in the same spot and everybody to have a good time and plenty of room to operate. So stressful, but it's worth it. So worth it.
His streak was recognized before Saturday's game with Vanderbilt by Ole Miss Athletic Director Ross Bjork. He presented Matthew with a plaque declaring it Matthew Hall 100th Ole Miss football game day. It's an incredible milestone that brought an appropriate response from his sister Holly.
I think it's a little crazy, yeah. It's a lot of dedication. I mean, I think it's awesome, especially because both of our parents aren't here anymore, and it's something to continue with his family now, and not many people can do that.
You look at the camera? Who's that?
And family is what it's all about to Matthew.
My best memories were with my dad and me driving up here by ourselves, tailgating, throwing the football, doing that whole thing. So I kind of always for years wanted to do that with my kids. And so obviously circumstances have changed, and I've kind of had to take more of a leadership role with the tailgate, and I love every minute of it.
Well, as he should. With the Ole Miss victory yesterday, the Rebels' record during Matthew's streak is 60-40.